This weekend we are off out wild camping in the rain in the Devilla Forest. This is a small, beautiful forest rich in pine trees just outside the town of Kincardine. It also comes with its own little loch, and I've never seen the water come in that far before. Kincardine is both a 30-minute drive from the capital city of Scotland, Edinburgh, and the largest city in Scotland, Glasgow. So I hope you guys enjoy the content, and good news, there is a tent giveaway happening. Right, so this weekend I've got with me the Lanshan. There's two reasons why I've got the Lanshan with me this weekend. Numero uno, I'm doing a Lanshan giveaway, so stay tuned for that. And number two, I want to test it out in the rain for the first time. So far it's holding up pretty well. And inside the tent, the sleeping system I've got for the evening, we have the two closed cell foam mats, the Trichology UL80. I've had that out on several occasions. I found it to be super comfortable, and I want to see how long it lasts to see if it's really worth the money you spend on it. And because I've had a few cold sleeps in the house, I brought the OEX Leviathan EV900 with me. The comfort on that I believe is around -8, but tonight it's not to get down any lower than 6, 7, maybe even 8 Celsius. And I've got my little flannel pillow and my Trichology pillow as well. So what we'll do now is we'll take you inside and you guys can have a closer look. And remember how I was complaining beforehand that there's no lantern hanging points? There's one there and one here. And this again is tonight's setup. The two closed cell foam mats, the Big Agnes 3rd Degree, the bog standard one, the Trichology UL80. I have used this on multiple occasions and it has been super comfortable. Again, temperatures aren't to get down to around any below than 6 Celsius. This is a summer mat, it doesn't have an R value, but at 6 Celsius it really should do the job. But the whole point in bringing it out tonight is to test the longevity of it, to see if it can last multiple uses, as a few people have complained it has burst after several uses. But I was given to this by the lovely Sarah Skeens. She's used it a few times, I've used it a few times, and it's doing the job so far. And the OEX Leviathan EV900. Again, this has a limit temperature of around -16, so I'm expecting a very warm sleep. And here is my little flannel pillow as well. Plenty of space for two people and a good vestibule on either end. Action. So Mackenzie has with him a hammock setup. He has his Ryoko tarp that he's used out in the rain on multiple occasions, and it's did him proud on each occasion. He's got with him the Covacure hammock and the under blanket or under quilt. He has the brand I'm led to believe is Luckstone, is that right? I nodded the head? Nodded the head, Luckstone. He's got two closed cell foam mats with him, he's not using a sleeping pad, and his sleeping bag is the One Tigers Down Patrol, the same one that you'll find in several of my videos. Now the One Tigers Down Patrol, it's good if you've got very broad shoulders like myself and Mackenzie, and it takes you down to freezing. I've had it down to around 1 Celsius and it's kept me nice and toasty. One Tiger says the limit temperature is around freezing, but I generally think it can go a little bit lower because again at 1 Celsius I had a very warm sleep. So it is a bag I would recommend despite the reputation that company has. So let's have a closer look. And here's Mackenzie's Ryoko tarp, and as you can see it blends in perfectly with the environment. And here you find his Luckstone under blanket / under quilt. And on the inside you'll find his One Tigers Down Patrol bag. And Mackenzie's going for it this evening. He's not actually using his closed cell foam mat, but in case he changes his mind, it's just down there. So next up we have Brian's Polish lavvu. take 6 or 7 because Brian's setup is far more complicated than anyone else's, but a banging setup nonetheless. So he's got with him his Polish lavvu. He's had it out in heavy rain, sleet, snow, strong winds, and he said it's done him proud on every occasion. As you can see, it doesn't come with an inner, so he's brought his own little ground sheet and his sleeping system. Very interesting. The Czech bedroll, which is like a bivy bag with a woolly, or is it wool on the inside, I believe? Wool. It's like a bivy bag with a wool blanket on the inside, so it's waterproof on the outside and nice and toasty on the inside, so it's acting as a sleeping bag. He's going for comfort this evening using both a 4-class 490 air mat and a Thermarest Pro White air mat. So let's have a little look inside and check out that Czech bedroll. So here's Brian's Czech bedroll that I was talking about. It's essentially a sleeping bag. I've never seen anything like this before. He says it's waterproof on the outside and it's a woolly blanket on the inside. He's had it down to around freezing and he's been nice and warm, but in case he gets a little colder, he's got a emergency snug pack and emergency snug pack. And underneath, as I said, he's went for comfort. He's got his Thermarest Pro White and the 4-class 490. First time I've been in a Polish lavvu. I've always wanted one myself, especially for those winter conditions. I personally wouldn't take it out in summer, as you'll be getting attacked by beasties of all sorts, especially midges. But that is a cracking little setup. So that is the base camp all set up. The rain still drizzly, but it's not amounting to much, and we're now about to get the fire on the go. What are you making, Mackenzie?
I'm making burger, cheese, mustard and buns.
So who thinks I should invest in one of these alcohol stoves? This is just a generic one that Brian's got with him, and he's got his Trangia kettle from 1979, and it's still going strong.
It's the only bit of Trangia I've got left, the original, yeah.
So only Trangia kit you've got left from the original set? What? But who thinks I should invest in one of these little alcohol stoves, because they appear to be far more fuel efficient than your gas canisters. I believe that's 1 litre and about £5 worth, and you think it can last up to about several hours.
Ooh,
Not only will it cook your dinner, but it'll keep your hands warm. I might invest in one of these. I might just invest in one of these. A big shout out to outdoorgearessentials.co.uk, who have supplied me with these fire plugs. They're waterproof, windproof and burn for 5 minutes. Let's see. So you bend the plug in half back and forth to loosen the fibres. You then rub the two halves against each other in a circular motion to break the plug apart, and then light the exposed fibres with a spark from a ferro rod, or just use a lighter. What we're going to do is use the Big Foot Bushcraft ferro rods, which Mackenzie has as well. So we bend it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Quite a long-winded process this. And then we start to twist it. As you can see from over there, after several attempts, We managed to get it up and running. That took a while, but hopefully I can do this on the first attempt with this one. They seem to give off a very lovely smell, don't they?
Oh, aye.
Very lovely smell. Do you think that's enough, or do you think I still need to keep going? Just keep going.
That's about what I did and it was fine.
This? Okay. Right, now I'm going to get my little ferro rod and I'm going to show you just how awful I am at this. Here we go. Here we go, come on. Oh my goodness!
Nice.
Yes!
Yay! Success!
Grey Mears, eat your heart out. So again, if anyone is interested, it's the Fireplugs by Big Foot Bushcraft, and you can find these on the outdoorgearessentials.co.uk website. A big shout out to Colin again for supplying me with these little things, the ferro rod and the mat inflator. However, it's not a proper bushcrafting episode tonight. We're using fire logs. So on last night's stream, you were all slagging my dinner off. Mackenzie, show us your burger. Get your burger out for the troops. Look at that. Ah, Christ. Good morning. Good morning. After losing a lot of heat through the mat during the night, the Trekology UL80 let me down in these temperatures, although we all believe it was colder than anticipated. So after taking the advice from others on the YouTube channel, I put my Big Agnes 3rd degree on top of the sleeping mat, and that did the job. So if anyone feels like they're losing heat through their mat, put the closed cell foam mat on top, as it did a brilliant job for me. How about a little tent giveaway? Last night's sleep was an interesting one. We felt that the temperatures went down lower than expected. However, we all did have a nice and toasty sleep. I briefly had some complications with the UL80. It deflated in the middle of the night and I was losing heat through the mat. So after putting the closed cell foam mat on top of it, that was job done and I hit up relatively quickly. So it was a good sleep. We got about 6-7 hours. It's now about 10 o'clock in the morning and we are now heading home. However, what we're going to do before we wrap this video up is do a Lanshan giveaway. Other than the condensation issues, I feel like it's a nice tent, very spacious, great headroom, and I would recommend it, especially on those dry and sunny conditions, or when you're going up a mountain and you're expecting calm conditions, as it's very compact, very lightweight, and all that's required is trekking poles. So if you fancy winning a Lanshan Pro 200, just pop into the comment section, hashtag wild camping. Again, that's hashtag wild camping, and good luck to everyone that gets involved in the draw. I feel like that was an uneventful experience, so I'm looking for any constructive criticism, as I feel like my overall videos are becoming poorer and poorer. However, if you did enjoy the experience, I would really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button and dropped a little comment. So thanks for tuning in and take care. See you all on the next adventure.